What do we need to know about the moon in Virgo in the natal birth chart? Well, there's a lot of things to know about this placement, and that's what we're going to be discussing in this video. The very first thing is that they find security in the little details of life. They look for security in the small little details. They're very detail-oriented people. They like to hone in on those details and fix those details and prodigy up those details to make something the best that they can be. They're all about analyzing the details. They feel most content when they have straightened out the details of everyday life. When everything is in order, when all the details are taken care of, that's when they feel at their best. That's when they feel secure. That's when they feel worthy of being living in this lifetime. They enjoy doing the things that are functional and functional, specifically the things that are functional. They like to make sure the bills are paid, make sure that room is cleaned up, make sure that the food is prepared. The practical details of life is what they're all about. So they want to really, really put their energy and time into those things to make things as they should be. Things are about as they should be, not as they could not be. But there's a potential line or participatory lineage with Virgo energy that needs to be put in the definite place. So they take care of the details with joy. They enjoy taking care of the details. They do it with happiness. They do it with pride. They can do it with worthiness at the high level. They will help you take care of your own details as well, give you practical advice for what toothpaste to use, what supplements you should take, etc. They need to be useful and they also need to feel needed. They need to be useful doing service work. They need to feel like they're useful, that they're being of use, and that they're helpful in some kind of way, that they do what is needed. They need to feel helpful. They need to feel like they're making a difference, that they're serving people in some way or another. They may be at times accused of being underachievers because their line or lineage of destiny may be so small and patent. It may be said that they want to sort of extrapolate the whole big aspects of life and put it into small little containers to really place yourself on a pedestal that says, I do the routine, small, minuscule, miniature, minimalistic aspects of life. That's what I do. And so for them, it doesn't take a whole, they don't need to do really, really huge, big, extravagant things. They can do something very, very small and feel like they made a big difference. As long as they're being of service, as long as they're feeling like they're making an impact, that's all that matters to them. They want to live a normal life. Um, they want to be a regular kind of person, a slum kind of person. And so they may lack self-confidence. Um, there may be this insecurity, this feeling of unworthiness, this feeling like they don't deserve what they have, this feeling of this lack of confidence in themselves when it comes to having the things that they have, being able to do the things that they're able to do. They don't want all the attention. That's the thing about Virgo energy is they like to build the sets. They like to be in the background. They like to help in the background. They don't feel comfortable being the center of attention. They cringe. They may get self-conscious. They may feel very, very uncomfortable emotionally being the center of attention. Remember that the moon is what makes you feel the most secure and comfortable. So they don't feel comfortable in the spotlight directly. They feel comfortable behind the scenes. They worry when there's too many details to fix, too many things to sort of sort out. They get very insecure, they get very anxious when there's too much to think about, too much to take care of, too many details to deal with. They also need a stable routine and a satisfying job. So they need that stable routine in their life. They need that to be put in punch in for them to feel very, very good luncheon like. They need that stable routine in their lives. They also need a job that is satisfying for them on an emotional level, that is fulfilling for them on an emotional level. They want to help others, and they do this in small, practical ways by giving gifts, by offering people practical things that they can use, etc. At least that's what my grandma does, who has the moon in Virgo. There have been countless times where she has offered me things that are practical as a sort of service of being helpful and loving to me. So they give, they love in practical ways. They need their space because Virgo is a sign that, doesn't feel very, very comfortable in the spotlight. They need time to recharge. They need time to recharge their batteries. So they need the space to do what they need and want to do. That's very, very important. They can resort to being fussy and complaining. They can be complaining like, "Why do I have to do this? Why I was the one that has to be responsible for all these things?" That's general line for every Earth sign, particularly Virgo and Capricorn. This complaining is being a sort of a martyr, sort of being a victim to what they have to do, and questioning why am I always the one that, at best they can take care of details with a smile on their face. They can take care of details with the true giving from their heart, the true wanting to serve from their heart space, not their mental space, when they recharge the batteries, when they take time for themselves. They can be victims of routine. They need a solid routine and structure to their day. They like things to go according to plan. They don't like it when their plans go awry. They need a routine to feel emotionally secure. They need their plans to be followed on an emotional level. That's what they need, is their plans to be followed um, emotionally for them. They may have trouble seeing the forest for the trees. They may prefer to focus on the small little details of what's going on in everyday life. So that's what their, big thing is focusing in on these little details and really, really getting these details right and corrected and all put in the place for them to be the best that they can be. They need to analyze and attend to the little details of life. They care for others in little but practical ways. They may be shy around new people. So when it comes to meeting new people, when it comes to interacting, they may be shy. They may be more reserved in their nature. They can be turned to practical, they can be turned to for practical advice and support. People can come to them wanting practical advice, wanting practical information. They may be slow to get emotionally involved because they're very discerning, they're very particular. That trust in their relationship, that deep bond must be discerned and must be analyzed for Virgo moons before getting involved. They like to know what they're getting into before they get into it. They are pragmatic and they're productive people. They like to be productive, they like to be busy, they like to put themselves in a situation where they're having to be busy and a worker bee. And they are also pragmatic in their nature. They're very practical and they're a logical sign. Virgo is the air's earth sign. So Virgo is the airy earth sign in astrology. They can be perfectionists at worst. That's what they can be. Is they can be um just very, needing to have things right, needing to have things be perfect, and life is imperfect. in nature. Life is perfectly imperfect. So they need to let go of this need for everything to be perfect, every detail to be perfect. They're kind in relationship. Some of them, some Virgo moons are quite shy and less, but they're kind in their relationships, like to show genuine kindness in their relationships. They may be uncomfortable with sexuality. They are hyper aware of their health, very, very hyper aware of their physical health and their mental well being. They need to take care of that, getting enough vitamin D, vitamin C, eating their body with nutritious foods, getting enough exercise, getting enough sleep, all those kind of things, plus meditation, all those kind of things to help their mental well being as well as their physical well being. They are aware of the little parts that make up the whole. They're aware of the little details that make up the whole. They need to learn to come out of their shell because they may be shy, they may be reserved. They can be skeptical. In addition to this, rejecting anything that they can't see to believe, anything not physical, anything not practical, they may be skeptical of it and reject it. They are interested in other people's problems and they want to be a service to other people. They're genuinely busy people. They are known for their intellect and their curious mind. Um, they like to sort out thoughts and they like to sort out feelings. So they sort out those thoughts that go on in their life, and they sort out the feelings that they that registers for them at a feeling level. They like to sort those things out. They have a very discerning and analytical mind, determining what's useful, what's not, what's true, and what's not. Their mind is very discerning and analytical, and that's their strong suit. They are on the call for help when others need it. They can be by your side during challenging times for you. They can be, um, by your side when it comes to all these particular types of things. They are critical, but they are just trying to help. When they're critical, when they're, um, you know, analytical, when they're giving you criticism, they're just trying to help. They're incredibly loyal people. They may complain and become restless um, as well. So that's their energy. There's a restlessness with the energy. Everything that is simple is far away from pressure and stress. They need things to be simple. They like things to be simple. They may feel shy around other people. They may feel obligated to be helped in addition to this. They can be as passionate and loving as other signs, however. They are in it for the long haul in relationships once they know what they're getting into. That's very important. They're very, very loyal to the core, in it for the long term. They may be more rational than emotional. Their characteristics may be more emphasized when they feel comfortable and secure. So, that is important to know. The little things in life are the most important things that matter to them. They need to see something to believe it. They're skeptical of things that are not really practical, as I just talked about earlier. They need to find ways to accomplish what is needed in the given moment. Find feasible ways to achieve that. They tend to be hard on themselves a lot, very, very self-critical and self-judgmental. They feel the need to create order in the world, order and structure, their speciality. They're serious, neat, and reliable. They have a strong sense of duty and a need for things to be excellent. It becomes more intellectual with the Virgo moon involvement. Things become more intellectual when a Virgo moon is involved. They prefer to keep to themselves and analyze everything first. There's a strong need for lunar Virgos to be in control of their environment. They need to be in control. of their environment and all the details that surround it. They're reserved and cautious people. They can embody these traits, and people need to really learn to trust with the moon and Virgo energy. So that is what I have for you on the moon and Virgo. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for sticking out till the end. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that you found this video in depth, informative, and helpful. Bye for now.